As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing on third down, Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up fourth down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 2nd and 9 from the 44. A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner.
End of the first down.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Newton. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. That catch good for only a couple.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Steps away. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And Tate's got it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the Patriots' 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 7. Newton, short throw to Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
He was brought down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
1st and goal, Cleveland.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round one here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have taken the lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A carry here for Hunt. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The ball takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
That's good.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just saw receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. From the shotgun, Wilson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and...
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Carry for Sanders, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Graham. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over.
The Patriots.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
45-yard line.
Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
That's not good enough, man.
Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to advance to the divisional round. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Love from the gun. This one hauled in by Sample. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brought down at the 35.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Bell again.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
And it's 3rd down.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Texans 3. Patriots.
Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down going to the air with Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So that'll back them up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
We live for this.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The shotgun, it's Love. That's complete to the tight end Sample. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 6. Love looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Going back to Love. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Caden Smith there to make the grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
Extra point.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gostkowski the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On second down now, it's Hunt, and he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
To throw is Wilson, rolling to his right. And out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
At the 45-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Patriots 7.
Win or go home. That's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had to have time, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got Sanu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Perryman. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 37.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 32. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They run with Hunt. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
To throw on third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So a clutch field goal there off the upright and in. That ties this thing here in the late going. I'm going to say that he called bank there. What do you think?
He did not call bank.
I think he called bank.
There's no way he called bank on that one. You want to give your head coach some heart murmurs, though? Banking field goals in the fourth quarter because he's going to need an oxygen mask after that one.
And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, fourth quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making a play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
23 yards on the play.
23 yards.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Love now. This one into the hands of Burton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Texans have broken the tie. Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too, because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
This is Jakeem Grant. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard.
So the Patriots coming out now. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the fourth and a very critical drive upcoming. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
The quick slant caught. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Love looking to throw. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 3rd down. Here's Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Wake coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to book a trip to the AFC title game. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember the rules.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far.
2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Love now to pass on first down. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Love. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A give to Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Texans first down.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First Texans passing game in rhythm right now. Picking up another first. Working out of the gun. Love. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
The ball carrier.
And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily sit.
And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though.
This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses.